Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so one of the things that I absolutely love about the Kobo in general, not talking about Kobo Libra or Kobo Clara, but Kobo in general, they have access to like weird comics. Weird comics. I wanted to read some old time horror comics on my Kobo, and I know people say, well, well, the colors aren't vibrant. And I get so tired of that. I get so tired of hearing people complain about the colors are not vibrant in these graphic novels or these comic books. I get so tired of it. They complain about it. And literally, you have people that get it that say, uh, okay, if you want vibrant colors on your graphic novels, just get an iPad. A don't buy a Kindle, don't buy a Kobo, don't buy any of those devices because you're just going to complain about the lack of vibrant color. And I get so tired of it when even the people that are doing reviews of like the Kindle Color Soft go, oh my god, there's no vibrant colors. All the colors are muted. And then acts like it's a personal insult to the artist of the work. Like, no, it's not. It's not. So, I went and I finished, so, it's called, The Weird Comics. There's Ghostly Tales. This is, actually, number one right up there. Right up there. I just finished that a couple of moments ago. So, what is this one about? Well, people may not know this, or maybe you do know this and you know, but back during the early decades of comics, you had these comic books that were like for love and for horror and science and all these different types of things. And weirdly enough, people may not know this, but girls used to read comics. And then we had this moral panic that comic books were causing youth violence. So you know how people think that video games cause people to be violent? Well, back in the 20th century, it was comic books. So they founded the Comic Code Authority, and the rule and the belief was that by self-regulating the comic book industry instead of letting the government do it, that it would be better. And it turned out comic book companies went out of business because the comics that were made, they relied on for their income to pay their artists, to pay their storytellers, went away because nobody would sell a comic that didn't have that seal on it. So the idea that Kobo has these old comic books that I can read on Kobo Plus is absolutely amazing, and I am so happy. And this really makes me kind of stare at people when they say, oh, there is nothing on Kobo Plus that I can read. That's why I'm going to go over to Amazon and read my book. So, look, if that is the reasoning why you don't want to totally leave Amazon because you can't read your super raunchy books, okay, that's fine. But for people that like comic books that date like before the Comic Code Authority, to have it on Kobo Plus, to be able to read it, and this is like 99 cents if I want to outright, buy it. And I'm actually going to actually do that this week. Is I'm gonna get as many of these comics as they sell or they have on in their library, and I'm just going to read them for fun to kind of see the kind of stories that people told. One of the weirdest ones was Cadaver, and I will literally say it's about a guy who I think falls in love with a corpse. It's weird. And they're like, you can tell it's like from like the 1950s, the 1940s, like how they were dressed. And it's so weird. But I loved it. It was so good. And it's like, I just feel like that it's so weird. I'm reading this and I'm like, dang, this is good storytelling. And then you look at modern day comics, you're like, I think I'll stick to the stuff from the 50s. Thank you very much. Anyways, I am definitely interested in seeing more of what they have to offer through Kobo Plus. But I will tell you guys, for $8 and something cents after they take taxes out, it's worth it. It is so worth it and everything. Alright, so that is my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.